So I'm coming at you with a new video. If you recognize my fit, my hair, it is because I'm filming this directly after finishing my last video. So that is why you might recognize this. And if you haven't watched my last video about hair of the ninth, go watch that. I worked hard on that. So this video is basically just going to be a vlog while I do a 24-hour readathon with my friends. And how we do the 24-hour readathon is you have a week's amount of time, and during that week you just need to read 24 hours in total. I have 2 books that I want to read during this readathon. Don't come for me, I'm a slow reader, okay? The first book I want to read is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. I have had this since it came out. I have a Indigo exclusive edition, which I tried to take the sticker off, and honestly, death to all companies that make stickers that don't come off. that might be controversial, that might be, you know, a little intense, but why have you made this? Anyway, also, death to all companies that make stickers on books that don't come off, period. When people put things on the cover that look like a sticker, but it doesn't come off, guillotine. So the first book I'm reading is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Alex Stern series, the first book being Ninth House. As I said, I've owned this book forever. It has been on, I think this is probably like the 4th or 5th TBR I've put it on, and I've never read it because I'm always like, I'll save it for October. And then in October, I don't read it. So this is being read first. We are getting through this. Also, I have the audiobook for this as well. And as you guys know, audiobooks really help me read books faster and stay engaged, because not only do I read physically when I listen, but I also am listening to it. So it's like extra immersive. If I am not hyper focused, then my brain, even if my brain is listening and my eyes are reading, sometimes my mind still wanders. We'll be starting here. Also, really cool inside the like the inside cover, isn't that gorgeous? We have the snake from the first book and then the bunny from the second book, and then on the back it's just the completion, so it's not like doubled, it's just the end of the bunny and the end of the snake. I think it's so cool. I forgot it had that because, as I said, I've had this forever and never read it. The next book I will be reading for the readathon is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I am so excited to read this. I've also had this, I think I got this around 3 years ago. I have a TBR that I made of all the books I've had for, I believe it's 3+ years, and I slacked at the beginning of the year reading them all. So now at the end of the year, I'm reading all these books that I've had for an eternity. So we have Scythe, which is the first book in the, I believe it's just called the Scythe series. I know it's a YA. I don't usually love YA, but sometimes I really do, such as The Hunger Games. I've reread recently as an adult and I loved it. I thought they did so well. I got this at a time where I thought I liked YA more, whereas now I've kind of grown out of it. However, there's still hope, you know? That is my plan. I'm really excited. Now I'll talk a little bit about the books. Hellbent will just be following the events of Ninth House. I can't talk too much about it because it's, I guess, the second in a series. But basically continue following Alex Stern while she's at Yale, and some things happen in the first book that need to be resolved, and so hopefully that happens here. I don't know how many are planned for this series. I know there's at least one more, I think. So these books, I don't have a great memory of what they're about because I've had them forever, and I believe it's about 2 teen characters that take up the job of being a Reaper. So they need to kill people, and it basically prevents the world from having disease and famine, and like death doesn't happen unless the Reaper comes for you, kind of thing. That's kind of a utopia, but utopia dystopia, because every utopia is a dystopia. So that is what I plan on reading for my 24-hour readathon. I am already an hour in, actually. I finished up Hair of the Ninth, but yeah, I made a reading vlog about this, which was interesting to say the least. We'll see. I'll continue and let you guys know how it goes. Hi guys. I have been failing amazingly. 24-hour reading challenge ends on Thursday. We are currently on Monday and I've read for 3 hours. So, that being said, all day today I've been working on editing my last video that you guys saw, which I'm really excited about, and I'm kind of nervous because I haven't posted in over a year now. So it is something that I want to be doing, and I love talking about books with you guys, so hopefully I can get more in the swing of things. That being said, it's posted. We'll see if you guys like it or not. I'm going to be reading Hellbent. I started it earlier today, which, as you guys saw, I was in a cafe and started it, and it just feels so good to be back in this world. I didn't love Ninth House too much. I think if I remember correctly, I was kind of a little bit bored by it. It didn't really hook me as well as a lot of fantasy books do. But that being said, right off the bat, we have some action happening in the book, and then we kind of go back in time and we're figuring out what led to that moment. So I love when that happens. I love when they put all the pieces together for me. I'm only 70 pages into the book, but so far I'm loving it. And yeah, can't wait to continue it. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Today is Tuesday, and unfortunately, I have only read for 4 hours. This ends Thursday at midnight. So this is Hellbent. It looks way different when it doesn't have the jacket on, but this is Hellbent. It has a cool little rune situation going on, but I have 20 hours that I have to read and 2.5 days to do it. I really messed up, and I don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna read now for a bit. I'll update you guys when I'm done, probably, because I think I'll probably want to focus while I'm doing it. But yeah, still enjoying Hellbent. Having a great time. Love what's going on. Can't wait to talk more about it. Stunning, beautiful. It's very much needed after Harrow the Ninth because it's just faster. There's more going on. I'm here. We're there. It's a lot happening, and it's very exciting. But yeah, talk to you guys in a bit. I hit 6.5 hours of reading. I am really into the book, honestly. It has not been hard. I've been reading for, 2.5 hours now, and it has not been difficult. I am so excited by what's going on. In the first book, they lose somebody, and this isn't really a spoiler. I believe it's in the, summary that you can read at the beginning of the book, or on the back of the book. But they lose somebody, and they're trying to figure out getting this person back. And right now, there's a lot happening in the book. They're going on this journey, is what I'll say. Because of the name of the book, I kind of had my suspicions about what was going to be happening. And I'm so excited. And I'm so into it. And also, one thing that I wasn't expecting but love is that they've sort of assembled a group of other people to help them with this task. And so I love any sort of new group dynamics. There's this one character who's really goofy, and he's just comic relief, and other people are kind of getting annoyed by him, but the main character is like, yes, this is what we need. And I agree with her. I think that that's what they need. And I'm just having so much fun. I'm getting really tired, so I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I'll update you guys before I go to bed, but I'm having a great time. Oh my goodness. I have reached 9 hours. Whoa! I'm so tired. I don't know, like when I play video games for this long, I don't get super tired, but for some reason reading really does it to me. Like my eyes get sleepy and I just get ready. Probably because I'm not staring at a screen. I only have, bear with me when I say only, I'm trying to make this a win, 15 hours left. And 2 days. And I'm streaming on Thursday. And today's Tuesday. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm absolutely loving Hellbent. I wasn't a big fan of Ninth House, but Hellbent is so fun. There's so much action happening. We're progressing in storyline. We're also progressing in character development. And we have, as I said, new fun characters. We're getting so much more of the magic system explained. We're getting more into the world and just everything is just expanding, and I'm so glad because Ninth House wasn't doing it for me, but I got Hellbent. Honestly, that's why I didn't read Hellbent for so long, because I was worried that it was going to be as boring as Ninth House, but it's not. And now I still have 70 pages left, but I'm really, really excited for the next book that's going to come out, because I believe it's going to be a trilogy. So the next book will be the last one. I don't know what the next book is going to be about, but I'm assuming I'll find out based on the ending of this book. But so far it seems like things are wrapping up. So I can't imagine what the next book's going to be, but I guess we'll find out. I'm going to go to bed because I can barely keep my eyes open. So I'm definitely going to be finishing Hellbent tomorrow, and then also starting Scythe. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Hi guys. It is right now like 2 p.m. on Wednesday. So I have approximately T-minus 36 hours left to read the remaining 15 hours of my 24-hour readathon. Do I leave everything till the last minute? Yes, I do. Also, if you see behind me, we've got Callie. Yeah, she wanted to make a guest appearance. Wanted to make a beautiful debut. Well, not her debut, she was in the last vlog, but you guys didn't know her name, it was different. So I haven't read it all today. Actually, I did. I read 10 minutes on audiobook while I was getting ready. Does that count? But I did go to Value Village, which, if you guys don't know, is a thrift store in Canada and I believe the States as well, so like North America. But I got a lot of stuff, so I want to share it with you guys. Firstly, I've got Scooby-Doo, the live action, which I was actually just talking about with my friends not too long ago, how I love this movie. And I have Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, and I've owned that since it came out. So I have that, but I didn't have the first one. So now my collection is complete, because there was a time where I wanted to watch the first one and I could not find it anywhere, and I think I ended up renting it. Next, I got Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and I'm so excited. I love the Pirates franchise. I don't own any of them actually, and I would love to, because I don't plan on having Disney Plus forever, because sometimes having too many subscriptions gets really expensive. I also got Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. I read the first one, Ready Player 1, and absolutely loved it. I've heard not great things about the second one, which is why I never purchased it. But to get it thrifted secondhand, it was cheaper, and I'm willing to spend that amount of money for a book that I won't necessarily like, but I just love how the first one was written. So even if the second one has a similar storyline, if it's the same writing style, I feel like I'll enjoy it just for funsies. Maybe not a 5-star, but I'm feeling maybe like 3.5, 4, which worth it for me. Ready Player 2, I believe, has similar concept to the first one, which is that there is this secret Easter egg that is hidden within this game that this developer has created, and there's a boy that is trying to find this thing to win the game, and he essentially goes through, there's a bunch of pop culture references, and so I believe this one is very similar, because after the first one, I don't know if to spoil it, it's a really old book, you guys should read it, but basically I think it's going to be a similar storyline. I also got Pure Nessie because my friend Des actually made a video, and in it she read Piranesi, and I said, great, I want to read Piranesi now. So I will link her video down below, actually, if you guys want to check it out. Piranesi is, I think, is about Piranesi, who lives in this house that I believe it says it's like flooding or something, and it's a labyrinth, and there's basically one other person in the house, and there's mystery to it. So I'm really excited about that. I kind of like not knowing anything about books before I start them. Makes me feel something. Next, I got Beartown, which I actually used to own, and then I donated it. So who knows, this might be the exact copy I donated. Because I donated it to this Value Village I went to today. But I got Beartown because I never actually read it. I hadn't read Frederick Bachman at the time I got rid of it. Then I read A Man Called Uva, as well as his short story collection. I forget what it's called, but I'll put a picture of it here. And I loved both of them so much. And I know Beartown is very different. I believe it is about a hockey town where there is a crime that happens, and it's sort of how the town gathers together and deals with this crime that has happened. And I've heard it is very hard to read, so definitely look up trigger warnings. But I'm excited because I really like Frederick Bachman's writing. And then I also got Winners, which also takes place in Beartown. And I believe it's somewhat of a sequel, although this one is so thick in comparison. So I'm a little scared about that. But again, it's Frederick Bachman, and I feel like because I love two of his works so much, they are both 5 stars, I feel like I need to read his back catalog. I think it needs to happen. I need to read Anxious People. Can you believe I haven't read that? And he's one of my favorite authors. What is wrong with me? Lastly, I purchased Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I read the Illuminate Files by Jay Kristoff, and I really liked them. I read the back of this one really quick, and it is about a girl whose family was murdered, I believe. Yeah, so her family was destroyed, so I'm assuming that means murdered, and she goes on to become an assassin and does a bunch of these trials for joining this basically group of assassins. And this is a series, so I'm a little scared that I bought a book that is at the beginning of a series because I already have so many series, but I'm still really excited. Also, look at the cover. Isn't that so sick? Just the bloody dagger, but then also the wings. I don't know. It just really hooked me in, especially like I only saw the side, and I think I recognized the name Jay Kristoff too. And I didn't know where he was from though until I got home and I Googled it. But I'm really excited to read these. I can never help myself when I go buy used books. Like everything's oh well, it's not that expensive, I should just get it. So that is my haul. I'm going to read now because I have 15 hours that I need to get under my belt, and I have not started basically today. So say goodbye to Callie for now. Oh, she's coming to say goodbye. Wow, she says she's sniffing Ready Player 2 right now. I think that means that I should read that one. All right, I will catch you guys in a bit. Hi guys, it's Velma. I just got off stream, which was so much fun. I did a special Halloween stream, which is why I'm in Velma getup. Actually found out that these glasses are blue light blocking, which is super exciting because my eyes weren't strained like the whole time I was playing. So amazing. I have some updates for you. Yesterday, I managed to finish Hellbent, which was so good. I loved this book. Hellbent is a sequel to Ninth House, and in Ninth House it is all about this girl named Galaxy Stern, or Alex, and she can see ghosts, or greys as they're called. She has gone through some incredibly traumatic stuff in her life, and she decides to go to Yale University, where she gets a full scholarship because they are able to get her to help with the Lethe College, which basically just are like the overseers for all of the spiritual sort of magical stuff that goes on campus. This book I found to be a little bit boring at times. However, Hellbent I had such a good time with. I'm so glad I continued with the series. The way Hellbent ended, I think they could have just made it a duology. I think they could have just had the 2 books and have the ending here be the ending of the series. However, I do know that there is a 3rd book planned. I don't believe we have a name for it yet or a cover, but I do know that Leigh Bardugo has said there is another book. Also, the ending of this does have slight setup for the rest of the series. However, in my personal opinion, I don't know how excited I am based on the ending of this book. Whereas with the ending of Ninth House, I was incredibly excited to pick up Hellbent despite me not doing it for years. And then yesterday I started Scythe. I am 125 pages into Scythe and I am loving it. This book is incredible. The way it touches on death and just mortality in general is absolutely stunning, as well as discussing good versus evil, talking about like what makes someone bad. Scythe takes place in a utopia where they've eradicated all disease. No one dies naturally anymore. There's no famine. They have left up to AI. So there is the AI, which they have said is basically an evolved version of like the cloud. So like iCloud, stuff like that. And that is the AI that controls everything. However, it has made it so there is basically no more worries for any of humanity on the whole planet. Everything is self-sustaining, etc., etc. So in order to make sure that death still occurs, they have what they call scythes. And scythes are granted immunity, so they cannot be killed. And their whole family, for them taking this job, are also granted immunity. And these scythes decide who in the world will die. There are 2 teenagers that are chosen to be the apprentice of a certain scythe, and we're following their journey as they are apprenticing, and at the end of it, the scythe is going to pick one of them to become a full scythe. Now, obviously, neither one of them really wants to be killing people. These people in society are seen as basically the highest you can be in society, but also are feared by everyone because anywhere they go, they create death. Neither one of them necessarily want to be a scythe because they don't want to be killing people, but the scythe said this is one of the most important reasons for being a scythe, the fact that you don't want to be one. If you wanted to be one, you wouldn't be chosen to be one. That is what is going on in the book. We have some mysterious people who aren't acting very scythe-like right now, which is an interesting development. I think we'll go further into that as the story goes on, but I'm having a really great time with this book. And yeah, just continuing the spooky vibes essentially, and I'm absolutely loving it. I have filled October with all of these spooky, witchy, magical, dark reads, and as much as I love it, I'm also kind of excited to maybe get into like a little romance next month, but that is for next month. For now, we're reading Scythe. All right, you guys, I have had some family issues come up, and so today has been a little off, and today I was planning on reading quite a bit. So that being said, I am going to end the readathon. I did fail it, but that's okay. You know, we learn. I shouldn't have left most of the hours until the last few days. That was not smart, and so next time will be different. Also, next time I don't think I'll have a family emergency pop up, so that will help as well. So in this readathon, I read for 17.5 hours. So I was shy 6.5 hours. In that time, I finished Harrow the Ninth, and I also read Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo, and I also read Scythe. I have talked already to you guys about Hellbent and Harrow the Ninth. However, for Scythe, I think I've been giving a lot of 4 stars lately, but I think it's a 4-star rating. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't read that many YA books that I like, but Scythe really, it felt like it had the same sort of darkness and heaviness around it that The Hunger Games did. And The Hunger Games is, as I said, one of the few YA books that I really, really still thoroughly enjoyed to this day. I think I'm sitting at a 4-star. I think I would have maybe even liked this better if I had read it when I was younger. That is completely my own fault, though. I was very busy with school when this came out, so I didn't get around to it until now. But yeah, it was really incredible. I have the second book in the series. If you guys want to see a video of me reading that, let me know. I thought the topics it explored were extremely important to think about our own, death and how we live life and what gives life meaning if we don't have death and we don't have pain. I thought this book was incredible. I can understand why it has won, what award is this? Michael Prince Award for Excellence in Young Adult Literature. That, they should make that title a little shorter, I think. But I can absolutely see why it won this award. It is incredible. I highly recommend it. So this is the total of all the books I read in the 17 and a half hours I read. As I said, did not complete the readathon, but you know what? Not everything is gonna go exactly as planned. There was a lot of things that came up, and it's okay to not complete every readathon you set out. And I tried my best, and that's what matters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, let me know if there's anything you want to see me make. Leave a comment. Also, comment if you've read any of these books. I would love to hear what you guys think, or if you plan to read any of these books. If you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a like, that just lets me know that you like these type of videos. And also, I plan to make videos pretty regularly on my channel, so if you subscribe, you'll be seeing videos. I'm thinking about once every 2 weeks. Maybe I'll try and get on a once a week situation. But yeah, also I just got affiliated on Twitch actually today, which is really exciting. So I will have the link in my bio so that you guys can check that out if you're interested. Over on my Twitch, I stream me playing games. It's been a lot of Subnautica lately, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. We have a ton of fun there. I absolutely love playing there. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!